For you guys that don't know, Nickmercs is a FaZe Clan member. He has 2.1 million followers on Twitter. He has 6 million followers on Twitch. And he has about 4 million followers on YouTube. It's amazing to see it. And he's been in some deep. So let's watch it. Apparently, if you don't know who Nickmercs is, I don't know if he has been playing Call of Duty that often, but he's been playing more Apex than anything. He really does enjoy that game. He is a gamer. He's part of the FaZe Clan, so he does play a lot of games. He has a very nice personality. Everybody likes him. He has a thick fucking neck. Like literally a thick neck. He's gonna actually have a kid, or he had a kid, or he's having a kid. I'm not really sure in what direction that goes. So this guy Puckett, I don't know who he is. He might be some MLG, so he's probably like some type of gamer or something like that. This happened 4 blocks away from my Overwatch League apartment. Let people love who they love and live their own life. You have to read this article for the full context. I won't trust a word. Twitter says anti-LGBTQ protest attack pro-LGBT demonstrators. Apparently, so you call the anti-people protesters, but you call the pro-LGBT demonstrators. So I guess one's the bad guy. A protester means somebody that fights back. A demonstrator's there to be peaceful. A Glendale, California school board meeting. The school board is voting on recognizing June as a Pride Month. Depending on what this school is, what the age demographic is of this school, I don't know why a school board is worrying about Pride Month. I feel like they should be worrying about education. That's what you're part of a school board for. You're not supposed to be worrying about outside social issues, you know, regular things, reading, math, science, English, whatever the fuck. Focus on those things, I feel like. But if a school board wants to have a meeting to try to figure out if they want to recognize a Pride Month, it's kind of weird, because I don't know what pride have to do with a school, especially if it's anybody's kids at this point. Should be learning about more important issues like trying to read a book properly or trying to do math properly. Most of these kids can't even pass math at a middle school level or even read a coherent sentence. So I feel like that's more of an issue than actually the kids part. I do not like about it. I feel like as soon as you become a high school 21, 18-year-old level, I think you should be learning about these things. That's fine. But that's my take on it. I don't know if it's right or not. I don't really give a fuck, to be totally honest with you. Just make a kid be a kid. That's what I believe. I don't think a kid is worrying about LGBTQ issues. I think that's the last thing on their mind. I think they're more worried about math, their grades in a school, attendance in a school. I feel like kids are more worried about that, trying to actually pass school in the first place but FaZe Nickmercs actually said this: they should leave little kids alone. That's the real issue. That's what Nickmercs says. That's what he did say. No problem what he said. He didn't say anything about, I don't even know what he's talking about. It's so vague. It has little context. So I don't think nobody should take offense to what he said. It shouldn't be offensive. They should leave little kids alone. That's the real issue. He could be talking about the LGBTQ people. He could be talking about the school board. He could be talking about these protesters. He could be talking about the demonstrators. He could be talking about a lot of fucking things because it's so fucking vague in the first place, right? The great Call of Duty, you know, Call of Duty's more catering towards kids, you know, shooting guns in a war zone or shooting guns in a third world country. You know, that's very kids-like and kids-friendly. You know, it's amazing to see. Great job, guys. Some company like Call of Duty has the audacity to talk about anybody. All right, so I had to go on Forbes.com. I don't really care what the article has to say. I just want to get the tweet because I couldn't find it. So this is the official Call of Duty Twitter. Official, gold star and everything. They pay $1,000 for that. Due to the recent events, we have removed the Nickmercs operator bundle from the Call of Duty Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We are focused on celebrating pride with our employees and our community, even though Activision has been in deep shit for the past couple of years from having the most fucked up workplace on the planet. The constant sexual assault of women and men, probably in the same right. Girl committed suicide, literally working for them because the guy was doing some crazy shit. I think the parents actually pulled out on that lawsuit, if I'm not mistaken. So apparently, Forbes want to have its own 2 cents in here. It is a reference to a common Republican talking point alleging that the LGBTQ community is grooming children by educating them about the existence of sexual and gender identities. It's been the focus of Florida's Don't Say Gay laws. It's not actually called that. I don't know why they keep saying that. It doesn't make any sense. It's not called that. And it has become a major platform issue for many Republicans, especially Florida's own governor and presidential hopeful, Ron DeSantis. I'm not really sure what this has to do with what Nickmercs says. I don't know why they're assuming that Nickmercs is a Republican. I don't understand what his political views have to do with anything, but they want to take it out of context and add their own agenda to shit like the Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. I don't even know if Nickmercs lives in Florida. I don't give a fuck where he lives at. It's his own life, right? It's his own kid, first of all. The LGBTQ community is grooming kids by educating them about their existence. I don't know what that means, their existence or the existence of a sexual identity. What do you need to educate about? I don't know what is the education process, their sexuality or their gender? I don't understand what education can you get from them? Do they have a degree in that? Is there a degree? I know there's a degree that exists for that, but how much information can you give me if you're going to educate my kid about these topics, right? I don't understand that, but it doesn't make any, I don't know what that means though. I really don't. I need somebody to explain it to me in the comments. I'm very clueless, right? I just want to get an understanding. I have nothing against the LGBTQ plus IA plus whatever the fuck alphabet soup community, but it's very confusing and there's too many boxes to check for me to understand, right? He actually did respond to this. He didn't apologize for what he said.
That I want to.
I'm gonna make you guys listen to it, and then we're gonna come back.
Be the one, and my wife wants to be the one to speak with our child about stuff like that. And that was the tweet. That was the tweet. You can take the tweet if you want, and you can spin it, flip it, flop it, quote tweet it. You can put 10 paragraphs on top of it. You can do whatever you want to it to make you feel better if that's what you want to do. But that was the tweet, okay? So if you came here to hear that, I hope you feel a little better about it. I didn't mean to upset anybody. I know that I did. I'm not apologizing about the tweet because I don't feel like it's wrong. I'm going to stand by what I said. I'm not going to delete the tweet. You know, I just want to make sure everybody understands exactly the point I was trying to make by tweeting my response. You know, and I do want to apologize to Puckett though. I feel like I might have brought a little bit of shit his way, man. I didn't mean to do that, but simply.
Well, fuck it. Personally, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have stayed silent. I would have went on stream the next day and act like I didn't say shit. If somebody brings it up, I ban them. That's it. I don't. That's totally it. I don't. There's no reason to apologize for what you said. You ain't say nothing crazy. He ain't say nothing sexist, homophobic, anti anybody, racist, anything. He ain't say nothing crazy or outlandish or anything. I don't understand what people are getting so up in arms about. He's not instructing people to think the way he is thinking. That's the thing. If he said in a tweet, nobody or the LGBTQ community needs to leave our kids alone, then that'll be a different story, right? That's more anti-LGBTQ. But you don't know who he's talking about in this tweet. That's the thing. You don't know. You don't know if he's talking about the school board. You don't know if he's talking about the Pride Month. You don't know if he's talking about the LGBTQ. You don't know if he's talking about the protesters or anything associated with them. That's the real issue, right? Dr. Disrespect, what a fucking king, by the way. It is very interesting to see his point of view about this. He said, who is running Call of Duty, PR, and marketing now? Same people from the Purple Snakes. Pathetic. So I'm assuming the purple snakes that he speak of is the Twitch, which is very interesting. He actually posted a tweet on July 9th or June 9th. Friends are created in good times, but families are built through adversity. Appreciate all of you that have my back. Understand my position as a new father and recognize the love I have for all. Ain't no hate in this heart. Peace and love, baby. Peace and love. So I'm not really sure what the problem is. People are saying Call of Groomers. They like saying that now, apparently. It is a thing. It is a thing because they Call of Duty choose a side, I guess. I don't know. To be honest with you, if I was Call of Duty, I would have shut the fuck up. I'm a multi-billion-dollar company. I make games that literally kill third world country people or go into a fucking airport and shoot up a whole airport to fight wars in, right? Call of Duty is not a game with fucking rainbows and unicorns. Call of Duty's community is one of the toughest, most fucked up communities of all time. It's great, right? It's awesome. But as Call of Duty, I should shut the fuck up, to be honest with you. There's no reason for us to even do anything. You're in a game, you shoot other people with guns that you don't even have in real life, or you do things in a game that's not possible in real life. So I really shouldn't be the one to, especially their workplace is completely shit. Their workplace has been some bullshit for a very long time. So I don't feel like Call of Duty should have the moral high ground to even say anything in the first place, especially in their company. It's total bullshit. They need to shut the fuck up and mind their goddamn business, to be honest with you. If the man wants to, you're to cancel a man or remove a man from a particular position because he has, just because he said a tweet on his own Twitter, by the way. It's not like a company controlled Twitter. He's actually using his own Twitter that he fucking made over the years, fucking him for it, which doesn't make any sense at all.